Hello, Leonardo Cornejo here with another video, and today I'm going to make a gameplay of Final Fantasy XII, the ZODIAC Age. Hello Darko, what are you doing? First of all I must explain why I'm making this video. As I said before, I want to extend the amount of content for the channel to once a week instead of twice a month or once a month. I started once a month and I want to extend to twice to once a week. I'm also planning to sacrifice the Spanish channel, to be honest. I'm a bit tired of the fact that the channel isn't growing at all. Apparently monolingual Spanish speakers don't have good taste. Hold on a sec. And they don't appreciate my work. At least that's how I see it, because they do like certain channels which are absolute garbage. It's funny because some of those channels are actually related to drama content, like this guy Dallas Reviews, or one of his enemies, Dumentio. He's not really a drama content creator. He's involved in drama. He's not a drama content creator. He creates the drama. He's a local. Mind you, he has gained a positive reputation in the English-speaking scene because he learned from his fuck-ups. Some of them. This is starting to avoid drama, but in Latin America he's remembered as a local. And I don't like him because of some views he has and some things he has done which I find extremely unethical. But I know he's actually very popular in the English-speaking right-wing circles, because there he has presented himself as a much better person than what he was known for in Latin America. Basically, he pivoted to English-speaking channels, to English-speaking communities, because his reputation in Spanish-speaking communities is horrible. He's such a trouble-making person that this group called Atomwaffen, which is a legitimately neo-Nazi group, doesn't like him because they consider him bad publicity. But back to what I was saying, and if you bring up any similarities, I will admit yes, there are similarities, except that I am actually white and he isn't. He's known in Twitter as Veteran Anon. You probably have seen him under that name. Veteran Anon is Dumentio. He's an idiot. He's basically the Mexican Nick Fuentes, but instead of becoming successful, he became a local. He's the Mexican Nick Fuentes, but instead of becoming successful, he became a local. And many of us don't like Nick Fuentes for multiple reasons. There is a wide variety of reasons. I don't like him because he's an accelerationist, which means he wants basically more lefties, thinking that will stop the left eventually because people will get tired. And no, that creates a boiling frog effect. Back to what I was saying, Latin American people don't have great taste. They prefer drama content, they prefer left-wing content, so I don't have much reach over there. Statistically speaking, Spanish speakers in general, not just Latin American. Statistically speaking, that is because, of course, I have a small and very valuable audience. I hope some of them are here too, because I really like them. And of course they are not like that, and this is specifically the monolingual ones, which are in the tendency, because English speakers, many say that's not true, but English speakers tend to have this trait of, what did I do? No. Well, yeah, kinda, they are fixed, the real protagonist. English speakers, or rather, Spanish speakers who are English as a second language tend to be more reasonable because of, how do I say it? Because of the fact that they have a different perspective on many things. Their their views on things do change. They become, in quotations, based on facts and logic, real based, not based as in a meme, no, real based. The thing is they become aware of things that the average Hispanic speaker doesn't understand, doesn't process, because they are Spanish speakers. That's important because they are heavily propagandized. The thing is, do all that. I'm basically starting to prioritize the English-speaking channel, because that's the channel where we get where we get more views. Daigo and I. Daigo was a complete failure over there in Spanish-speaking channels. He was a complete failure. Oh god fucking damn it, guys. You're useless. The thing is, because of that situation, I'm prioritizing the English channel at the expense of the Spanish channel. I'm sometimes slowing production in the Spanish channel. I intend to make a shift to 2 videos a week instead of 3. 3 if I feel like it, but 2 videos a week, and here once a week. Because I started slow here, and I don't want to completely kill the other channel, basically. But yeah, the priority is lower over there. And that's the thing. The other reason I'm making this gameplay video in specific is because I am not giving either side the full spoilers. So that Square Enix doesn't start complaining. Even though this game is remarkably old, I don't want them complaining about the spoilers, so I'm not giving either channel the full spoilers. Instead, I am giving partial spoilers to both channels, and that way, basically, I spread it thin between both. And that's for another relevant reason, that is that this is one of my favorite video games. Well, not this version. I'm actually not enjoying this version that much. This is one of my favorite video games. The reason I'm not enjoying this version that much is because of changes in gameplay and story pacing. There are differences with the original. One thing I like about this version is that they got rid of missables. Even though they made some changes to gameplay which I find inconvenient to my playstyle, they kind of balanced them better from what was the international Zodiac Job System version. There are 3 versions in total of Final Fantasy XII. One is the original one. I loved it. The only thing I didn't like was the missables. I hate missables in all kinds of ways. Then there was the international Zodiac Job System version, which had the missables that I hate, and the the license board changes that I hate. And then there is this version, the Zodiac Age version, which has the license board with the jobs and the Zodiac that I don't like. But, and this is the positive, but you can reset them. That's what I like. You can reset them, which means you are not stuck with one choice, and if you regret it, you are fucked. No, you can actually replace them. You can actually reset them. Sorry. And then there is the part that I also don't like. That is the changes to the plot. What I like is that you can reset the license board and you will no longer have missiles. But I don't like the changes to the plot. There were changes to the plot. It was effectively a remake. They altered the pacing, and for example, Bash doesn't appear until much later, if I remember well. Actually, let me Google it. Nah, forget it. If I remember well, he appears in the floating cities. I don't remember the name of the sky cities. I think they were called Urbana or something like that. And if I remember well, he joins the team there because there is all this sequence of Van pretending to be him, and it doesn't make sense if he is in the team back then. And the thing is, he doesn't join until much later. He doesn't show up until much later, and there are some reveals which don't appear until later. And one of them is the reveal of who is the real assassin of the king. Do you know what I'm talking about? Because this game is old. But if you don't, you are eating a spoiler today. It's his brother, his twin brother, who is Josh Gabrand. You are eating the spoiler because this game actually spoils it to you right before this part. It spoils it. And Van is so fucking annoying in this version. Because the idiot, instead of saying, alright, I get it, you are not the killer. I don't believe you. Fucking idiot. Fucking idiot. You see the guy in armor interrogating him, who sounds like him, who has the same hair color as he, and you don't believe him. You're a fucking idiot, man. No wonder why people hate him. I didn't understand why people hated him until playing again and realizing he's so fucking childish. He's so fucking childish and he's not that young. He acts like he's 5 years younger than he actually is. Because he's like, what? 15, 16, around that age in this game. He acts like a 10-year-old. At most. At oldest, like a 10-year-old. He's annoying. He is annoying. Alright, let's take some changes. Because he's becoming very, very useless with this sword there. Okay, let's see. Alright, let's try... no. Let's do it manually instead. Let's do it manually. Ah! Alright. Alright, and let's see if this works better. Because he's not very effective that way. He's annoying. He's extremely annoying. Maybe I'm misremembering, but I really don't remember Bash joining in this part. and especially not spoiling the whole thing about the brother so early in the game. It's almost the beginning, and there is all this whole thing about, oh yeah, I have a twin brother, he's the real assassin. And man, I repeat, it's so fucking annoying. Good thing there are no missables, that's an improvement in this. But the changes to pacing really sucked. And there were additional cutscenes and additional things that don't really improve the experience. Actually worsen it. But whatever. It's not as ruined as Final Fantasy VII. That remake is worse. Good thing I'm not a fan of the 7th. I'm not saying it's not good. I won't say it's not good. I'm saying I'm not a fan because you don't get the nostalgia. And I don't really like Cloud. I don't like the protagonists in most Final Fantasy games. Well, I like Zidane. I don't like Squall, I don't like Cloud, I don't like Tidus. From the 6th. Terra is fine. Terra is fine. And the rest, I didn't play them yet. Well, I haven't played the 7th or the 8th yet, but I bought it. I bought them. Yeah. The reason I haven't played them is because I'm finishing this one and the 10th also I bought it, but I haven't played it. The reason I haven't played them is because I'm prioritizing this one for the gameplays. Well, I'm totally, absolutely playing the others. I'm playing 10 next. After this, after I'm done with this one, you will have gameplays of Final Fantasy X. And the gameplays of Wild World are not leaving. I'm just waiting for 1.0. I'm just waiting for the full release before resuming those gameplays. That's also why this is here. And the final and most important reason why I'm making this one. As I said, this is one of my favorite games in my entire life. And I had a dream even before, because I played this one back in 2008. YouTube was just starting. Well, it started in what, 2006? I remember having a YouTube account back then. Back in 2008. I remember having a YouTube account, watching videos on YouTube. Mostly silly anime parody videos. There were some really funny ones. There was this Death Note parody, which was a Spanish-speaking parody, and it was full of obscenities and jokes about how homosexual like this. It was really funny. It was really funny. And back then, and that's where I'm heading with that. Who are you? You look important. I'm killing you. Sorry, you are cute and all, and you really don't have have reasons to fight me, but I'll need to give you a beating because you are going to be part of the database. If we meet again, next time I won't hurt you, but this one I'll need it. Sorry. The thing is, as I was saying, back then, gameplay videos weren't that popular, but there were a few. And I had a dream of someday making a gameplay video of Final Fantasy XII. Since 2008, I had that goal of making that video. Has been more than a decade since then, and I finally fulfilled that dream. Thanks in large part to my audience, to you, particularly to a very specific contributor. I always forget your name, man, but I'll go check. I have your name here. I'll check. Wait a second, because this has been due for so long. Where is? There it is. No, this one isn't. Ah, here it is. Pedro Martinez. Thank you. This was possible because of you. There were many changes of plans because of the whole shortage of hardware. I couldn't get the new graphics card I needed. But well, I didn't need it for this one, I needed it for future games, not for present ones. I can even play Arcade Field with this, even though it's the most demanding and it endangers my speed. It wasn't for these games. But what I needed before that was a new hard drive. I was planning, and that's why some things were held back. I was planning on buying an 8TB hard drive. I have to... Not a solid state drive, a hard drive, one of those HDDs, not an SSD. I plan on buying a 2TB SSD someday. And then maybe, after buying a new power supply, and maybe changing a graphics card. But first goes the storage. Why? Because it's cheaper. And that's the thing. Will I risk? No, level 30, I am not risking that one. He's green, I am not risking him. He looks dangerous. The thing is, as I was saying, I was planning on buying an 8TB. The money wasn't going to be enough. So in my frustration, because I couldn't get an Illustrator or the hard drive, I bought plenty of other things, new PC fans and stuff like that. But then I realized with the shortage, I had to settle for 3TB. For 4TB to be more precise. 3TB is what I left it as after making a partition for Linux, with 4TB hard drive. And now I have 4TB hard drive instead of 8, which means I can store more things, and I can finally play this, install this, and make the video without having problems. So thank you. You made it possible. You made my oldest, greatest dream I had since 2008 possible. You have no idea how valuable that is to me. I lack the words to describe how valuable that is. And I'm a writer. That's how valuable it is. That I finally can do this, because that was my dream. Making gameplay videos of Final Fantasy XII. Since 2008 I had this idea that it would be really cool talking to an audience while playing my favorite games, but very specifically Final Fantasy XII. Back then it wasn't that easy because I didn't have a video camera. I thought putting a video camera in front of the TV to record the game was cringe, not gonna lie, and I didn't know exactly how this, where to obtain and how these devices which connected to the console to record the game worked. So basically I didn't understand how to make it possible with the technology back then, but now I have the technology for my dream. I know you might be surprised that I don't show my face on these videos, but that's because the built-in Microsoft game recording doesn't seem to use the camera, at least to my understanding, and I don't like to show my face in these videos as much as playing them. I used to record my face and editing it, but I'll be honest, I got lazy and decided not to, because my face is not that interesting. And if you are paying attention to the game I'm playing, you're not going to see my face. I'm not a streamer. I don't like streaming. I don't like doing the streaming because you say, but you watch Saba. Yeah, when I say I don't like streaming, I refer to I don't like doing it. I don't like to readjust my schedule for other people, and I don't like other people readjusting their schedule for me. I watch Saba despite that because she's cute. Well, I don't like readjusting my schedule for other people, and I don't want other people readjusting their schedule for me. So that's why you will never see me stream. I don't have plans. Maybe if I end up in the situation of, I don't know, doing a collab with Saba, you will see me streaming. But that's not gonna happen. We know it's not gonna happen. We know it's impossible. Wait, there might be a cutscene.
世話になった。俺なら人混みは避けるね。この町ではあんたは未だに裏切り者だ。反乱軍はすぐに私を見つけるだろうな。縁があったらまた会おう。X の墓参りをしたい。
He's going to say something stupid.
当分おとなしくしてろ。
He's going to say something stupid, I know.
マサキはいいのか？
好きにしろ。あれは縁起が悪い。
後悔してるのよ。あれを狙ったせいで面倒に巻き込まれたから。
くれるのか？
俺のだ。
じゃあ聞くな。お嬢ちゃんによろしくな。
しばらくラバナスタにいるわ。
Keeps the stone easily scores like the Sonichu medallion, the Christian Sonichu medallion.
なあ、兄さん。バッシュを信じていいのかな？
I keep telling you.
さっさと売ろう。こんなもの。
まあ、
売る前にパンネロに見せてやるか。心配かけたし。
Hey look, I got the Sonichu medallion. Am I going to your girlfriend and showing her you stole a Sonichu medallion? Suck, that will suck. That will suck. I think if I even consider that, my breakup would have been faster. Never mind. Shit happens. I regret nothing. Okay, little one. Where are you? Uh-huh. Alright. But there is no one! Because you are out of your... here it is. Who's paying it? It's free of charge. Who is paying it? And this is the big wife of the series. No, I'm poor. One thing I will always admit is that the kobolds, the way I write them, is heavily inspired by the Mongols, especially the moon kobolds with the colorful horns. They are extremely inspired. They are basically a combination of cool, cute, fluffy things I like. Right. This one. Beam me out, Scotty. Right. How do you teleport? Game logic. Yeah. Yeah. What was I looking for? Ah, yes. This one. I'm looking for this one. I need to reset the license board. Maybe later. Maybe when I already have a bigger team. No, I'll go right now. I'll go right now before I regret it. I don't remember if there was any level restriction, you know, those things that are gated. And before you reach a certain point in the game, you can do it. But if I can do it right now, I'm doing it right now because fuck it. I made the wrong choice. I made the wrong choice, and I regret it. And since I'm having a buyer's remorse, not on the game but on the licenses, well, time to change them. I rarely have buyer's remorse. The only times I have buyer's remorse is when something comes out effective. What did I press? Yeah. Fix it. It looks terrible with this. I don't know why they made a fast forward button. I guess it's for the zoomers who just can't, who can't even, who need everything fast and stupid. Why are you bad-mouthing zoomers? Because you're a bunch of broccoli heads. Now, I don't hate people collectively by anything, race, generation, whatever. But seriously, there are so many annoying zoomers. The amount of annoying zoomers is too big. The amount of annoying zoomers is too big. I don't know why. As I was saying, the only times I have buyer's remorse is when something is defective or when something is a subscription. I rarely have a buyer's remorse. I had buyer's remorse once this year with one of the PC fans. It arrived defective, and that made me have buyer's remorse. Okay, that's with him. Yeah. Yes. Yes, doesn't matter. Alright. Have a license for that? Have a license for that? No, that's big. Which ones? Which ones were? I had a list of the most ideal for Mr. Stupid. Shikari and Fullbreaker. Okay. This one. This one's first to have healers. I need to have healers. Because without healers, yeah, it's a bit annoying without healers. Okay. Yep. Which ones were the spiral? Phoenix Lore. Which one was it? With magic. Literally, throw money at the problem. I have a really bad sense of humor. Get used to it. Get used to it. I really have a bad sense of humor. My sense of humor is neither cute nor funny. I think it was about this one. Alright, let's see. Okay. Be a masochist. And this one. Seriously, unlock pure masochism. Alright, this one is useful. HP first. No, wait. Ah, this one is useful. This one. Alright. Let's see. I think it was this one. Wait a second. I'll check. I'll need to check. Where was it? There. Here. Yeah. Wait a second. I'm checking a guide. Funny enough, the best license board guide on Steam, the best, or at least the one that I consider the best, is in Spanish. That's really funny. That's really funny. Because the one that I think is the best is in Spanish. And it comes with advice. Yeah, don't pick the 5 one. Yeah, the 50 one is the one that I should be picking. Okay. Okay. Rat. Okay. Maybe I won't reach there. Wait. Whatever. Anyway. Right. Right, I don't have any of these, so I'm going to unlock this one and this one because I don't have them. Ah, I have this one. Alright. Alright. Okay. Rat. Right, there it is. Back to what I was saying. I forgot what I was saying. Ah, yeah. I bought this PC fan which came out defective. Had to return it. And I got get a refund. And then I had, after getting the refund, I had buyer's remorse because I realized I already have 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 fans, not counting the CPU. 7 fans. Another one? Seriously? So I developed buyer's remorse. I'm still on the fence between installing it or not, but at the moment I'm not too eager to. I'm not too eager to getting the another one and installing it. But either way, that's the only time through all these years so far that I had buyer's remorse. And now I have what I needed to make this video possible. It was really a dream that I had back then, and I feel really happy with the fact that I finally can do it. I finally can do something that I really wanted to do. And well, it's a goal I accomplished thanks to my audience. And of course, my relatives and friends who didn't ditch me. Some of my friends betrayed me over the course of these years, and it's sad. It's sad, but I try to not think much about it. Because thinking too much about it won't help. The city of the poor and is literally in the sewers. Well, the district of the poor and is literally in the sewers. Yeah, I'm really happy for the fact that I finally can play this for an audience, and it's like I don't know the it's this thought I always have when people say that if you accomplish all your goals you will not be satisfied, and I'm like, no dude, I'll be fucking happy. Whenever I accomplish a goal, not only am I happy about accomplishing it, I think of what the next one will be. That's why I don't buy the bullshit of if you accomplish all your goals, you will never be happy. Where the fuck did you get that from? You will not have a purpose in life. I have a new goal. I have new goals every in fact every day a new goal emerges. Maybe that's because I live with ambition, and those people who have no ambition can't understand that they live in a different world, an inferior world, mind you. And here the weed addict with the cat rabbit thing.
元気そうではないか。なるびな送りと聞いとったが。
抜け出してきたんだ。それだけじゃなくて、ほら。
なんと盗み出しおったか。
ガランジーがいろいろ教えてくれたおかげだよ。
ガキだと思っとったがやるようになったの。よし番よ、お前を見込んで頼みがある。カイツに任せるつもりでおったが、お前の方がふさわしかろう。いや、お前でなくてはならん。こいつをな、アズラスという男に届けてくれんか。
これ、騎士団の剣じゃないか。
アズラスの居場所は地図に印をつけておいた。よいか、必ず本人に直接手渡すんじゃぞ。わしの名を出せば取り次いでくれるはずじゃ。
わかった。
あの剣でかつての団結を思い出せばよいがの。
Like what, an Indian elf or something? He's clearly smoking weed. I'm sure of it. Well, not weed, hashish. Because that's what the people of Middle East smoked. They smoked hashish, which was the concentrated oil and this like prickly hairs of the cannabis indica flower. And they smoked it, and they went fucking crazy because of it. Well, weed makes you dumber. That's my point. Weed makes you dumber and crazy and violent. Well, not weed itself. Weed just inhibits some reasoning and self-control, and while it does make you sluggish, it can make you violent if you are already violent. So yeah, don't smoke it. Don't smoke it. I don't advise it. And you have stoners always saying, no, it's completely harmless, it's good for you. And I see how they behave. And I see what former stoners say of smoking weed. They are like, no, don't smoke that shit.
ならばオンドール校の発表はどうなる？王爵も騙されていたというのか？
陛下を暗殺したのも将軍ではなくジャッジだというなら話はつながる。だとすれば人はジャッジの兄弟だぞ。そんな男を信用できるものか。
These narrative changes kinda suck.
やっと俺の知っているバッシュになったな。
ならば共に戦えるか。
本人の言葉だけでは信じられん。
帝国に都合の良すぎるオンドールの発表よりマシだ。
レックスも嘘をついていた。兄さんが嘘なんかつったよ。
This fucking idiot again.
レックスは目撃者に仕立てられたんだ。私が陛下を暗殺したと見せかける帝国の陰謀だ。よくよく縁があるな。
レックスの弟か。
He's an
そんな
idiot.
子供なら信じるかもしれんが、お前の話には何の証拠もない。共に動くわけにはいかん。
アマリアは救うべき人ではないのか。
部下の命を預かる以上、最悪の可能性を考えるのが俺の務めだ。あの夜のベイン襲撃も見抜かれ泳がされていた。今度の同様、お前も帝国の犬かもしれん。ならばどうする？俺を拘束するか。
Because I like that. I'm into it.
お前は変わらんな、オースラ。
忘れるなバッシュ。ダラマスカ全土に解放軍の目が光っている。お前はカゴの鳥も同然だ。
構わん。それならもう慣れた。
I wish Botfan grabbed this one and check the differences between what they say and what it's on the text.
あいつも解放軍だったんだな。
あったんだろ。
ナルビナ送りの前に少しだけきつい感じでさ。
君は私の道に幾度となく絡み、危険だな。
迷惑だよ。
No, you are annoying.
迷惑ついでだ。最後に決めたい。バルフレーに合わせてくれ。今いるのは足だ。
これで貸し借りなしだからな。
借り？
ナルビナ、あんたがいなきゃ無理だった。
I'm going to point at something, and you probably have noticed if you are a Guilds of Avlaan fan. You have probably seen the name Amalia too. It was in my subconscious for so long, and I didn't remember where. I actually remember it was from somewhere. It's something I came up with. I was like, where did I see it before? Why do I remember this name so fondly? And I decided to add it to my books. And I have at least a total of 3 characters written with that name. 2 in the Guilds of Avlaan series and 1 in an unreleased project. I was like, why do I keep thinking of that name? I don't remember where it came from. It was from this game. It was from this game. I'm really a huge Final Fantasy XII fan. That's a fact. It's a fact. It's not something I hide. I firmly believe it's the second best Final Fantasy game. The best of the best is Final Fantasy VI. And the second best is 12. The worst, and I'm going to say something controversial here, is the original release of 14, well, not counting remakes.
みんな戦争で親を亡くしたんだ。 うちの親はその前にいなかったけど、
Yeah, no wonder why you are
二人とも流行り病でさ。
Too bad they didn't take
す
you.
まんな。思い出させて。
別にいいよ。もう5年だしな。それからはパンネルの家族が面倒見てくれてたんだ。でも戦争でみんな死んだ。
すまなかった。
何度も謝るなって。俺だってガキじゃないんだから。もう分かってる。兄さんのことはあんたのせいじゃない。悪いのは帝国だ。あんたを信じた兄さんは間違ってなかったんだ。
Back to what I was saying. Yeah. 14, the original release, not counting remakes. If we count remakes, totally the 7 remake. It's an insult to everything that is. It's an insult to culture itself. But not counting remakes, the worst of the worst of the worst in the series is the original release of
あい
14.
つが勝手に誤解しただけだ。
5回だろうが6回だろうがパンネロがさらわれたのはあんたの責任じゃないか。
おい、パンネロがなんだよ。
おおば無事だったか。パンネロがさらわれたな。
To
デ
Isengard.
モが手紙をよこしたんだ。バルフレアを名指しでな。ビエルバの魔石港に来いとな。
バッガモなんよ、ナルビナにいた。
あの子に何かあったら親御さんの墓前になんて報告すればいいんだ。ほらさっさと助けに行け。風俗っていうのはそういうもんだろう。
男の手紙に呼ばれてか。だいたいビュエルバには帝国の艦隊が集結中なんだぞ。
じゃあ俺が行くよ。空賊なら飛空艇ぐらい持ってるだろ。送ってくれたら俺がパンネロを助ける。
付き合うぞ。私もビュエルバには用がある。公爵と直談判か。
頼む。送ってくれたらあんたにやるよ。
手間のかかる女神ね。
I already told you not about that.
さっさと支度してこい。すぐ立つぞ。
わかった。
Back to what I was saying, trying to remember. Yeah. Final Fantasy XIV, the original release, is the worst of all Final Fantasy games in the main series, not counting remakes. And the reason is because it came with a lot of problems, and that's why they had to reboot the game. And in general, not counting remakes, all the worst Final Fantasy games are online for one simple reason. When the servers close, and they will, you won't be able to play them. People don't like to hear this, but I don't like live services. I don't like online games that much. I don't hate them, but I don't like them that much. I don't like the live services. I don't like subscriptions. I don't like multiplayer only games. If a game is exclusively multiplayer, I'm not buying it. I'm not playing it. Because I grew up without the internet. I'm Mexican. That's how I would put it. I'm Mexican. I grew up without internet. It's inevitable. When you don't have much money and services are expensive, you grow up without them. And only the most affluent had internet back in the 90s when I was a child. I grew up without the internet. And by the time I had internet access, I was already around 14 through internet cafes, and by the time I had internet access at home, I was already 16. Despite all that, I actually grew up using all these sites like Newgrounds, which are sites people tell you not to enter. I don't care. I don't care. I already had I already knew of them. I spent time in places like 4chan back then too. And I swear people my age were smarter back then. You arrived to a place like 4chan and you didn't mention anything about your private information, and especially not your age. You didn't say, I'm 14 years old, why are you posting porn? You were like, it's hentai and it's art. you never said your age. You arrived and said, dude, they have got girl hentai here, that's why I came for. And nowadays, you have these idiot zoomers and Gen Alpha. These broccoli head idiots who go out of their way to pick fights with hentai artists. Like, dude, the profile already has these content filters, these content tags. It warns you about nudity, so you shouldn't be here. The profile already has these warnings of don't interact if you are. Oh wait, no. Of don't interact if you are if you are underage, minors DNI. Don't interact if you are underage. The account already made it clear you shouldn't be there. Why the fuck do you show up then? Why the fuck do you go out of your way to pick a fight with strangers who already told you they don't want to have anything to do with you? That annoys me a lot. And I really think I wasn't that stupid back then. Back when I was 14, I was like, yeah, I'm not going to say my age. If they ask, I'm a 30-year-old man. You don't say your age, you don't say your name, you don't give your face, you don't give your ID. People nowadays don't understand privacy, and that's a problem. And they seriously, they are willing to give all this private information like it's nothing. They're stupid. They're fucking stupid. Every single one of them. And that's why I don't like minors. I don't like minors. They are stupid. Wait, what did he say? I didn't pay attention. Yeah. I don't like minors because they are fucking stupid. And nowadays, at least, they are fucking stupid. They are annoying. They behave in ways that I don't remember behaving that stupid. I don't remember being that stupid. I don't remember being that annoying when I was a minor. I don't remember being that annoying. And I don't understand why they behave that way, most importantly. Alright. I don't remember being that stupid when I was 14, when I was 15. Even when I was 12, I don't remember being that stupid. I just didn't have internet. So I can't prove anything. I can't prove I wasn't stupid because I didn't have internet back then. But I don't remember. I don't remember being that stupid when I was 14, when I was 13, when I was 15. I don't know what is making them dumber. There are many theories. Some say they are not dumber. I think they are. Some say right. Some say it's not that they are stupid. Some say that they are just young. But I remember being young and not being that stupid. I remember not being that stupid, that annoying, that petty, that incompetent. I don't remember being that stupid. I know it sounds pretentious, pedantic, even annoying. You will say, why the fuck are you so arrogant? But I don't remember being that stupid. I really don't. I don't remember causing trouble to my relatives, to my friends, to that extent, the way they do. I don't remember being so annoying nobody around me wanted me around. And that's something that legitimately many think about them, about minors in general. Like, dude, get the fuck out of here. We don't want you around. You're annoying. It sounds bad. It sounds bad when I say it that way. It sounds bad, but it's the truth. You're annoying. Stay away. Stay away. You're annoying. Really. I know it sounds mean. I know it sounds cruel, but they are annoying. Children are annoying. Minors are annoying, and I say minors because I don't consider children exactly the same as minors. I mean, I don't see a 15-year-old, a 17-year-old exactly the same as a 4-year-old. But they are fucking annoying. They are annoying. They are stupid. They are... I don't know why. I don't know why. That's the most important part. I don't know why they suddenly, like, their brains magically shrink, and I don't know why, and it's scary. Makes me fear for the future of humanity that they become stupid like that. It's scary. It's scary. It's objectively scary because think about it. You are trying to live a normal life, and these absolute morons will be deciding your future. If you have a medical emergency, these complete imbeciles will be in charge of your life. It's scary. It's unironically scary to think about it. That these complete morons will decide your future, your survival. It keeps me up at night. It keeps me up at night, dude. The mere thought of these morons dictating how I will live. It keeps me up at night. They will be voting. They will be deciding the future of mankind. And there are morons. They are absolute imbeciles. Wait a second. They will decide the future of mankind, and they are imbeciles. They are so deeply stupid, and they decide the future of mankind. Huh? They can vote. That's the scary part. That's the scary part, and I'm not joking. They can vote. They can vote. They can shape the future. If that doesn't scare you, I can't imagine anything that strikes fear in your heart. If the idea of the lowest common denominator of humanity deciding how you will live, what you will do, voting, doesn't keep you up at night, nothing scares you. To put it bluntly. If that doesn't disturb you, you probably have nerves of steel, because no normal human could bear the absolute terror of being surrounded by idiots, being surrounded by morons, and those morons having control over your future and your life. And I'm not even joking. I fucking hate minors nowadays. I used to think it was worth talking to the youth because the new generations would help shape a better future. I was wrong. I was wrong. I was naive. I tend to be quite naive, it seems. Because seriously, they are fucking morons. The term mongoloid fits them so well. They are stupid, they are annoying, and they get in trouble so easily. It's crazy. It's crazy how they get in trouble. It's like they want to be in trouble. As I said, they show up and start talking about their age, about their private information, and of course you have all the gender confused ones. Of course, you have that problem now, and those are much worse. Those are much worse nowadays. The gender confused ones, who are complete disasters, whose brains have already rotted beyond repair. I'm like, dude, this is a fucking nightmare. This is a fucking nightmare, dude. We are living the Kali Yuga. We are. I'm not joking. We are objectively living the fucking Kali Yuga. And you know what? You know what's the worst part? I kinda like it. I kinda like the disaster we are living in. Because eventually, things will be so disastrous. Someone will have to make a move and stop this madness. So yeah, I'm like, you know, seeing everything burn, but with some hope, a little bit of hope, just enough to not go crazy, enough to stay sane, and to say, you know what, I was right. I was right. Every single day of my life I feel it. I can sense it. I was right. But normal people are just so annoying. Whenever I try to think of it, normal people are just so annoying. Oh, this one. For now, this one. This one. Why do I want? Why would you want that? Considering the luck I have with him. Yeah, I'm putting a gun here. This one. This one. Totally this one. As I was saying, I don't know. I don't remember being that stupid as a kid. I don't remember. If I was, because, well, let's be realistic, there is always the possibility that I was that stupid. It didn't show. I was more cautious. I don't know, maybe because I am paranoid by default. But I was really more cautious. I was always trying to avoid I was always trying to avoid these unnecessary conflicts, these arguments, and never showing. Alright, let's check. I always avoided these unnecessary conflicts, these absurd interactions. I refused to be part of these situations. I did get in arguments. I did get insulted, and I insulted people back. But at no point did I arrive saying, "I'm a child, why are you showing me this?" If I didn't like it, I just said it was gross and ended up in an argument with some weird anon. But I never said I was a minor. Children were not welcome back then. And good for them. The right decision. But for some reason, these new generations are dumber. They tell you, "I'm a minor, I'm a child, I'm 16, why are you showing me this?" I already put a content warning. I already put the tag. If you can't see it, it's because you purposely want to see it. Fuck off! Fuck off! Please! Fuck off! I wish they went away. I wouldn't be this hostile to minors if they weren't annoying. If they didn't show up to cause trouble, because that's the thing, they show up to cause trouble. They show up and say and do really stupid things, and that's annoying. Like, very annoying. Like I just want to have fun, play games, take it easy. I don't want to put up with these imbeciles. I don't want to put up with these barely human imbeciles. Why do I have to suffer their existence? I'm not getting paid enough to tolerate them. You know what's the fun part? When after saying that about they don't pay me enough to tolerate them. The fun part is that I'm repeatedly told I'm intolerant by people who push for the most stupid things, who plan for the most stupid plans and come up with the most stupid shit. They are like, you are intolerant! And I'm trying always my best to hold back and not say, yeah, then fuck off, retard! And today, I'm in the mood of complaining about that because by the time I'm recording this, March 9th, was the day after the 8th of March, which is now declared to be International Women's Day. The fucking International Women's Day is a fucking nightmare. It takes my faith in humanity away. It robs me of my faith in humanity. To see all these women absolutely and completely brainwashed by the hateful ideology that is feminism, and as a result of the brainwashing, destroying public buildings, causing injury to innocent people. Oh, I ran out of money. Great. Not that I needed it. Causing harm to innocent people, destroying public buildings, burning houses, burning businesses, burning churches, and getting away with it. And it's what's happening in Mexico. The Mexican government is far left, very woke. It has taken rights away from men, especially in regards to marriage. Men are treated as second-class citizens by the current government. And these bitches keep destroying the city, saying they are the ones who are oppressed, while the country burns by their own hand. And they never complain about the cartels, because if they were going against the cartels, totally and absolutely agree, go and burn their houses. No, they target private citizens because they are Marxists, and they target private businesses because they are fucking Marxists. Makes me want to kill Marxists. Every single time I see a Marxist, I want to kill that person. Every single time I go out and see some creepy guy wearing a Che Guevara shirt, my blood boils, and I want to kill that guy. I hold back on those thoughts because, well, it's not healthy. Not healthy because those intrusive thoughts are illegal. I'm not legally allowed to kill anyone, even if they deserve it.
シュトラールだ。なかなかのもんだ。
He's so
船で
stupid.
船が帰るぜ。おう、お疲れ。行けるか。
なあ、スピードは？武器はついてる？イフリートよりすごいのか？
教えてやってもいいが、自分で感じたいだろ。
He has the patience of a saint. Putting up with such an idiot.
最短はドルストリス空域。
エルバはどうなっている？自由を保ってるよ、一応な。王女の自殺や安価の処刑を発表して帝国に協力したオンドールへの迎えです。私が生きていると広まれば彼は信用を失い、いやだ、政治ってやつは。よし、上がるぞフラン。お行儀よくしてないと下感情。
待ってろ、ハンネロ。
I know they make the protagonist a young male for the same reason Shonen does, because that's the target demographic. But they could give him a little bit more breaks. The problem is not that he's a young male, the problem is that he's stupid. And for some reason, people don't understand that anymore. We like young male characters in these stories because they are the aspirational hero. Because they are the underdog. What we don't like is stupid protagonists. It could be an older guy and still annoying. It could be a girl and still annoying.
食わしてるか？
あいよ兄貴。よー食うわ。
アルフレアを釣る餌だからな。息が悪くちゃ話になんね
だから何度言わせるの？あの人とは何でもないの。
え。兄貴、黙らせてから連絡ですぜ。ストラールが出たってよ。進路はビュエルバ目指してまっつぐだ。なんでもねえ割に甘くてすっ飛んでくるじゃねえかよ。どういうことだ？
私が聞きたいぐらいよ。あの人とは一度会っただけで。
ぐだぐだうるせえ。そうしたら引っこ抜いてもいいんだ。てめえら、アルフレアは殺すんじゃねえぞ。一人じゃ勝負が当たってんだ。
諦めてもらわないとつまらないしね。
Have you ever considered that maybe he's just a good man? I'm of course obviously playing this with a controller. Damn, I love this controller. It's the only wireless thing I actually like. It feels so nice and it has these lights which you can set up to colors, and I of course set them up to green. It's my color. It looks so beautiful. That's great. It's not an Xbox controller, but it's modeled after one. It's a really nice controller. It's this ECSMX X15 wireless controller. Chinese to my understanding. It's a really nice controller. And people are like, oh, but you're buying from the CCP. No, I'm buying from a Chinese company, and yes, they have to pay taxes to the bastards of the CCP, but I don't give a fuck anymore.
あんたは死んだ。用心してくれ。名前も出す
I
な。
have higher priorities. I have bigger problems. I can start caring about boycotting the CCP when there are no communists in my country. Then I can start worrying about that. I don't have the time to worry about about other countries. And I hope America gets rid of the current Mexican government. I hope they get rid of the Cuban government. I hope that they get rid of the Iranian government. There are some developments in the situation with Iran that I don't like, but the Iranian government is worse. And all these people who complain about America interfering in Iran. Trust me, it would be worse if they didn't. And I don't give a fuck about Israel either way, and either for or against. Slightly against, but in this context, I don't give a fuck.
ブース魔石港はこの先だ。最近あそこの魔石は品薄らしいな。
魔石公園行かれるんですね。僕も同行させてください。奥で用事があるのです。
どういう用事だ。
では、あなた方の用事は？
いいだろう、ついてきな。
助かります。
俺たちの目が届くところにいろよ。その方が面倒が省ける。
These, by the way, are actual PS2 graphics.
はい、ラモンです。
わかった。多分中でいろいろあるけど心配ないよ。なあ、バッシュ。
You say PS2 graphics as a negative? You're a fucking idiot because these are actual PS2 graphics. And these are, they kept the graphic style. They didn't change much in that regard. These are actual PS2 graphics. You say, oh, that thing looks like it has PS2 graphics. No. No, it doesn't. Can I afford it? Yes. Then yes. Yes, I trust your species more than I trust others. What does it say? These are PS2 graphics. And as I was saying, I understand why people complain, and they have the right to complain. Well, I think they don't see the full picture. It's not everything is good. Yeah, not everything is good. But I think even for America, it's beneficial to get rid of a government that basically gets in the way of their security, and Iran doesn't. People don't know, but the Iranian government actually is very involved with the Mexican cartels. Because they get involved with anything that can sabotage America. Because that's basically their primary goal right now. Sabotaging America is the current primary goal of Iran. Because without America, this is important. Without America, Israel is nothing. And that's why I say in this context, I don't care about Israel either. I don't really like the state of Israel. I don't have anything against Israeli people. I don't buy the collectivist notion of all Jews as enemies. But I don't like the state of Israel. And still, in this context, I'm indifferent. Because Iran is the enemy. Because they help the enemy.
いえ、
My enemy.
ビエルバ政府は特例を除いて帝国軍の立ち入りを認めていません。では、行きましょうか。
So yeah, until the things, until the other problems are, and yes, Iran is an ally of China. If you care about about boycotting or defeating the CCP, prioritize fixing the Iranian issue, because they are allies of China, and they, as I said, they do everything they can to sabotage America, because America helps Israel. And yeah, I think America helping Israel is a bad thing.
念のために伺うが、純度の高い魔石は本国ではなく、
すべて秘密裏にベイン様のもとへ。
貴殿とは馬が合うようですな。
それは結構ですが、手綱をつけられるつもりはございませんな。
ならば無知をお望みか。つまらぬ意地は貴殿のみならず、家和をも滅ぼすことになる。
イエルバの公爵パルム・オンドール妖精ダルマスカが降伏した時、中立の立場から戦後の調停をまとめた方です。帝国よりって見られてますね。
反乱軍に協力してるって噂もあるがな。
あくまで噂です。
よく勉強してるし。どこのおっちゃんかな。
どうだっていいだろ。
パンネロさんって
友達さらわれてここに捕まってる。
Basically, that's my attitude with the whole China thing. Who cares? Who cares? I have other priorities. Besides, buying a controller is nothing. Some of you buy PCs made entirely in China through Nvidia or MSI. MSI is a Chinese company, and I think ROG too. I think if I remember well, ROG is also Chinese. So yeah, you're buying Chinese and you complain about, and that's the thing. That's why I brought it up. I have seen people complaining about people buying Chinese products, about people playing Chinese games. And I don't say, here's the important part. I don't say you shouldn't refuse to buy them. If you don't want to buy them, that's up to you. That's your prerogative. And if you don't want to buy them, I respect that. It's okay. You don't want to buy a Chinese game. You don't want to play a Chinese game. Understandable entirely. I respect that. I said it again. I respect that you don't want to buy Chinese. If you don't want to buy Chinese, I won't say, oh no, you have an obligation to. No, you don't. There's nobody should force you to buy things, to play things, to eat things. Nobody should force you anything. You shouldn't be forced anything. But you shouldn't force people either. And that's the thing. And you have these people who get really mad at you if you play Genshin Impact, if you play if you buy a Chinese controller, if you buy an MSI PC. It's like, dude, who cares? Have better priorities. I don't care. I know it's controversial. To say it. I don't care. You know why I don't care? Because it's annoying. Because caring is annoying. I don't have the patience to care anymore. Caring is annoying. Caring about China is annoying. Caring about Iran is annoying. Caring about the war is annoying. Caring about everything is so fucking annoying. And when I say about everything, I mean it. And by that I mean they expect you to care about anything, about everything. You can't just say I don't care. And that's something I agree strongly with Pipa. Pipa, she says, I don't care, stop bothering me. She's right. Stop bothering her. Stop bothering people with your whatever ideology you have. I don't care about your ideology. Your ideology is stupid, your ideology is annoying, and probably your ideology is so fucking retarded. So fucking retarded, nobody fucking likes it. Especially if you're a leftist. Especially if you are a leftist. Your ideology is so fucking retarded, nobody fucking likes it. So stop being a nuisance. Stop trying to force your Mongoloid ideology upon everyone. And seriously, it's so bothersome. It's so bothersome when you have all these people who are like, oh, but you shouldn't be playing Genshin Impact because it's Chinese. Trust me, they dislike the Chinese government as much as you. How do I know? How do I know? Because it shows. Because it shows in how they express themselves about the Chinese government. They don't seem to like it that much, to be honest. That's something people don't know, don't acknowledge, rather. The developers from China don't like the Chinese government. They deal with it. Because that's all they can do. But they don't really like it. And an example of that is what's happening with the Snowbreak. The situation with the Snowbreak is fucking unjust and horrible. First of all, that's why I hate feminists. Because, dude, seriously, the first thing they do, the first chance they have, is making everyone's life hell. They are evil. They are fucking evil. The first thing they do is starting to sabotage everything others created. And this is really serious. This is really serious because you have this situation where no option to make it useful. Well, I will leave it there anyway. I will leave it inactive and in wait. Okay. As I was saying, the developers of Snowbreak are dealing with fucking feminists. God, I hate feminists. They are really the worst. The worst of the worst of the worst. I don't even consider them worthy of respect. The thing is, and that's the important part. The thing is that the game was basically gaining attention. People were loving it. People were really loving the game. It was a good, successful, respectable game. And that's where the feminists noticed it. That's where the feminists noticed the game. They start sabotaging it. Yeah, we are ganging on the enemy. What? You're extremely useful, kiddo! As I was saying. They are annoying. They are a problem. They cause destruction wherever they go. They just cause harm. The thing is, Snowbreak was a hit. In large part because they weren't following the rules. Because they were playing their own game in that sense. What they did is taking risks, I must say. But what they did was putting erotic content in the game, which is illegal in China. The Chinese government is garbage. And because of that, they were basically skirting the law. What they did to avoid trouble with the law was faking compliance. There are certain requirements from the Chinese government of compliance. One of them is having a Chinese Communist Party member in your company. What these companies do is they hire someone. They don't hire someone from the Chinese Communist Party. But instead, what they do is they talk with someone in the team who is on board with whatever plans they have. They tell the guy, you are going to work for the Chinese Communist Party now. You are going to infiltrate the CCP now. That's how they get someone who can skirt the rules, the laws. They give false compliance reports. They say, no, everything is fine. These people are following the rules. I will explain it later on the next gameplay video, or maybe on its own video, because we are nearing the 2-hour mark. We finish it. But basically, I will explain it in more detail. But basically, they have this guy who infiltrates the government to give them false compliance reports, and the government, because they are making money, as long as nobody is reporting them for breaking the rules, the government pretends nothing happens, because that's how it works. These people bring money, they say they are following the rules, even if they are not. Let's pretend they are. Unless someone reports them, or unless they become a problem in some way, in one way or another, including gaining negative attention, whatever, and the Snowbreak basically got in all the possible situations to draw attention from the government, and therefore no longer being able to skirt the law. And that's the problem. But it's in large part thanks to feminists. Feminists who wanted to protect their garbage. Stories where male children are killed and cannibalized, and they find it funny. Feminists are fucking evil. I hate them. I hate them with all my soul, because they are evil and they take credit for other things and pretend they are the good guys. They are probably one of the most harmful groups out there. Unfortunately, many believe them. Many believe the claim that they are the good guys, because they have manipulated history to make it seem so. They have used distorted historical records to prove that they are the good guys. They are not the good guys. They are evil. They are so profoundly evil that the world is better off without them. That they find pleasure in the suffering of the innocent. That they commit crimes and get away with it. The worst part is they use certain causes as excuse, and they steal the credit for what others did to justify their actions. God, I hate these people. I hate people who make excuses to justify evil. That's a trap, but I don't know where it goes. Oh, now I do. It was an accident, but now I do. I wish I could be happier. To be honest, I wish I could. I didn't have all these problems. 90% of my problems are caused by other people. Are caused by external causes. Only a small fraction of my problems are caused by myself. And most of those problems caused by myself are health problems. Most importantly, the problems caused by myself are health problems. I didn't go out of my way to cause them. But that's how it is. That's how it is. My life isn't bad, I will say. My life isn't bad. It's not like I hate my life or anything. Actually, I love my life. I want to stay alive for as long as I can. I would be immortal if I was given a chance. And here's the thing. Because of that, because I want to be immortal if given the chance, crap. If given a chance, I would be immortal, and because of that, I will say it. I'm not suicidal. I love my life. I want to stay alive. I have plans for the future. If someone kills me, if I die, it's not suicide. It's the government. It's the Mexican government, which has been conspiring to harm me for whatever reason. And I'm not joking, by the way. I'm not joking. I am paranoid about the government. I find it entirely possible that the Mexican government might actually try to kill me. I know it might sound weird that the Mexican government might try to kill me, but I think that's the case. I think that's the case. The Mexican government might try to eliminate me because I am critical of the government. And if it's not the government, it's the cartels. Which are the government? The Mexican government is the fucking cartels. Anyone who says otherwise is lying to you. Unfortunately, that's how it is. But well, I didn't want to end this in a sad note. It just happened. It just developed that way. But I will continue the game next week. Well, I will still play a bit until the next save point, but you will see the other gameplay next week. Of course, you will miss some things because they weren't near the next save point. Well, that is for today. Have a good one.